Hello, how are you doing? Today we're going to do a very simple circuit. How to light up an LED. There's nothing simpler than that, is there? So this is what we are gonna do. Ta-da-da. Okay, so V in is basically your power supply. So positive at the top and ground at the bottom. So we have to put a resistance, and the LED. Yeah, make sure that your LED is has the correct orientation. So you want the cathode, which is the flat side of the LED, to be going towards the ground, okay, not the other way around. So the formula, so V in equal R times I plus the V LED. So what is I? So I is whenever you buy LED, it's going to tell you what the current should be. In general, it's going to be around 20 milliamps. So you just plug that in. And the VLED should also be given by the manufacturer, and it depends on the color of the LED. So here I'm using 2 volts. So it's very simple math. So you just put all the values in and you get R, which is your unknown. So in this case it's going to be 150 ohms. Let me show you when you buy LEDs. This is what you're gonna get. Something that looks like this. Okay, so I'm using this one, the red, the bigger one, the diameter 5. So it shows, hopefully you can see, but I can read it. So the voltage is going to be between 1.9 and 2.1 volts. So that's the 2 volts I'm using, and the current intensity is 20 milliamps. Those are not set in stone. You can go below and above, but not too much. Okay, so now let's use that marvelous piece of kit from NRI, but you can find them on eBay under different names. Let me show you what it has to offer. Okay, let's start at the top. This is just a pot, 1K, another pot, 100K. This over there is a very simple function generator. So you can have square, triangular, or sinusoidal waveforms. 10, 100, 1K, so that's the frequency. Fine adjustment on the frequency, amplitude, and you can even have an offset, DC offset. Clock is, I think it's just a square wave. This logic, I couldn't care less. I think I've tried them once. And then there is A, which is pretty cool, and which is what we are interested in. A regulated power supply. And you can have AC, but we are mostly interested in the DC part. Okay, so you can have a positive, negative, any value you want, between -12 and 12, I think. But you can also get those predefined values. You have the ground here, -12, +12, +5. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so let's make the circuit corresponding to this, but instead of putting R, we're gonna use a potentiometer. Okay, just to see how it looks like. Okay, so let's do it. Let's make it. Oh, and this is a proto board. This thing, proto board. So here you have the plus for the power supply, plus bus, minus bus, plus bus, minus bus, plus bus, minus bus. So all of these are connected along the row. Okay, but not here. And then those are where you put your components. So those are connected. Those are connected. So the fives are connected along this way, but not that way. They are not connected along the horizontal. Okay, so let's make our circuit with our LED. That's the LED. And if you look very closely, there is a flat side, and I have to look closely. So the flat side is usually the, I think it's always the case, it's the short. It's the short one, the short leg. The short leg is the cathode. Okay, so you put it towards the ground. Alright, let's get cracking. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the positive to the, so I'm gonna use plus 5 volts power supply. So, and this is gonna go to my, okay, so this is the 1K. I'm going to the 1K, you don't see it, but trust me, it's going to the 1K. I'll show you in a moment how it looks like. So I'm going to the 1K, and I'm gonna connect, I'm just gonna go to this one, doesn't matter. Show you. Okay, see it? So plus 5 goes to the left of the pot, and like the wiper, the you know, the one that turns, it's actually a variable resistor here. So here it's the way it is now. Hold on. Okay. So the way it is now, I'm on this side. We give you a light here on this side. Yeah, so this is the, you see the red dot? Okay, so here it means that it's a maximum resistance, so it's 1K. Okay, so then, okay, let me go back here. Okay, so I put it on 55, I'm gonna go here instead. Okay, I'm on 55, so next I'm going to the, okay, let me put my LED. So I'm putting the LED here, positive side here, so the anode is here and the cathode is here. So I'm gonna connect the pot to the positive side. Next I'm gonna go to on the negative side, that's the negative side, and basically I can just go to ground, but what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put it on the bus, and then I'm gonna connect, so the bus you can put it anywhere you want, here if he wants to get in, and ground. Okay, ground. Okay, I hope you can see, but it's exactly this, huh? It's exactly this thing, but R has been replaced by the pot, used as a variable resistor. Okay, so let's fire it up. Okay, so at 1K it's already, okay, hold on. At 1K it's already lighting up. That's great. But so it's gonna be, I think 150 is probably around here. Around here. Okay. So even even if the resistance is much larger than 150, you're still gonna get some light, okay? So if I go, for instance, instead of using, okay, so here I'm using the 1K, but let's move to the 100K. So this is the 100K, okay? So here you have a very faint. Okay, so this one is a pain in the butt. It's very faint, but okay, so I don't know. It's probably around here. I don't want to be too crazy about, but you get the idea. So even if you have lots of resistance like here, you can still see it a little bit glowing, a little bit. Okay, so let me put it back where it was. Okay, so let's do something else. Let's put the ammeter or the multimeter. So here's my trusted multimeter. This is from, I think I paid 0 for this. I got it at Harbor Freight coupon, so you don't need much. We're gonna use that thing to see the current. So I'm gonna use, it should be 20, but I'm gonna use 200 just to be on the safer side. Let's leave dangerously 20. And then, so this you have to put it in line. So what am I gonna do? Okay, so let's go back to this super duper schematics, and I'm gonna put the, so I'm gonna break this, and I'm gonna put my meter, the amp meter. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, so let's do that. So it's a bit of a pain because this is what you get from the amp meter. It doesn't go in those things. Okay, so you need something else. You need crocodiles. Okay, so you need crocodiles. This is a bit painful, but bear with me. So you need those things. Crocodiles. Okay, so let's do the crocodile. Okay, so I'm gonna put it, so I'm gonna get rid of this one, but I need more of those things. This connector thing. Okay, so +5. So now I'm gonna connect alligator clip, and this is gonna go to the positive of my meter. Boom, done. So I'm gonna let this one hang. Okay, then okay, so the negative side, this is the negative side of my meter, alligator clip, and the other end is gonna go, to here, going to the pot. Okay, so I just did this. I just put the amp in line, positive side. Okay, so now that's great. You can read. Yes, so I'm gonna put it here. So let's go. Okay, so here it's R is 1K. So here you have about 3.08 milliamps. And let's go to 20. Let's go to 20. So if you reduce R, the current intensity is gonna increase. So let's go to 20, which is what we are supposed to be at. Okay, so 20. Oops. Okay, so I'm at the limit here. I'm at about 20 milliamps. Okay, so if it does that, you just do this. Okay, so I'm about there, 20 milliamp. Okay, so now what we can do is turn this off, point, and see what's the resistance here. Okay, hold on. Let's see what that resistance here. It should be 150 or close to it. Yeah, what's the resistance here now? Let's check that resistance. It should be about 150. So let's let me disconnect this, and I got to connect that to my multimeter. Okay, so 2 alligator clips. That's going to my basically home meter, because I want to measure the resistance here. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, so let's go to ohms. Okay, look at that. It's 147, so it's very close to 150, which is what we were supposed to have. So the theory matches the this thing, what we've just done. It's pretty cool, huh? So this is a very simple, very basic circuit, but you got to start somewhere, right? Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, and I will make more. And I think the next one I do is that we're gonna see how to turn on a LED using a transistor. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so if you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe in any order, and I will make more. I really need some support. Thank you. Bye.